You Have the Right to Remain Innocent by James Duane. The author says, don't talk to police if you are accused of a crime. Or don't talk to police in an interrogation setting. Basically, don't talk to police, period. Cops are not our friends. They'll say and do anything to get a confession. Cops serve the state and federal government, not us. They come after a crime is committed, usually. Police have quotas. They have formal and informal quotas to fill. And the legal system is designed to prey upon your ignorance of the law. Most people have no idea what they are up against when they talk to the police. Police can lie to you, but you cannot lie to them. It's a felony to lie to a cop. Cops are encouraged to lie to you. They do this during an interrogation, or if they suspect that possibly you are involved in a crime. They use calculated deception. They know what they're doing, trust me. They've interrogated many people. They know how to manipulate you, or even to cause you to believe that maybe you committed a crime when you really didn't. Basically, the interrogation room is like a snake pit. You don't want to be there without a lawyer, period. Without arrests, there would be no criminal justice system. Cops, lawyers, judges, they would all be out of jobs. For this reason, and many more, prosecutors will believe everything a cop says and hold whatever you say against you. Judges will also believe cops, but not you. There are countless cases of innocent people doing long prison sentences because the defendant said something that was used against him. The author gives plenty of examples of innocent people who said something a cop maybe took the wrong way, or the person was coerced into making a false confession. This happened to Ron Williamson in this book here. You should check this out sometime, read it yourself. But Ron Williamson, who had mental problems, was sentenced to 11 years on death row because he told the police that he dreamed that he stabbed and strangled the victim. It's a really messed up case, and it's sad, honestly, but it's just how things go with the police. You know, I mean, I'm not saying all of them are corrupt, but they are to a certain extent. I mean, they almost have to be. And also in this book, a guy named Dennis Fritz was set up by jailhouse snitches who made up false confessions that Fritz supposedly gave them while in jail. And you can also check out the docu-series on Netflix connected to this book. Over-criminalization and high incarceration are problems in our country. Laws are written as broadly as possible. There are thousands of obscure regulations and provisions on the books. Thousands of exotic crimes, that's what the author calls them, have served as snares to trap people, to get them arrested or convicted of nonsense crimes. Just about everybody in this nation commits about 3 felonies per day, according to the law books. The author says there are times when it's actually okay to talk to the police. For instance, if you're involved in a car accident, okay, you know, you can talk to police there. If you are a witness to a shooting, you might want to talk to them. But honestly, that depends on the neighborhood you're living in. I used to live in a neighborhood where I mean, I never saw anybody get shot, but I heard plenty of shots fired. But if I happen to see somebody get shot, I don't know if I would tell the cops, because I might get killed or my house get burnt down. You know, you have to be careful with that, at least. If you're the victim of a crime, you want to talk to police, but that's another one. Depends on the neighborhood you're living in, you know, like I say. And if you're pulled over by a cop, you know, you'll want to speak briefly. I mean, because they're going to want to ask you for identification and stuff. And this leads me to the next point, is that the author says there are 2 questions that you should answer if a cop asks, like, who are you? You know, you'll show them your ID. And what are you doing right now? Right here, right now. You don't want to answer questions if the cop asks something that you had done in the past tense, like, you know, where were you 20 minutes ago? Well, you don't want to answer that. Or who were you with? You see, you only want to answer questions in the present tense, not the past. You used to be able to plead the 5th, but even now your silence can be turned against you. So you want to plead the 6th. You say, I want a lawyer. And if a cop keeps talking, you keep saying, I want a lawyer. And you don't want to say, I think I need a lawyer, or I might need a lawyer. No, you want to be certain about it. I want a lawyer. And that's it. So read this book. It'll give you some power. I also recommend learning your Constitution. It's not a very big document. It's kind of tricky to read at times, but if you need a dictionary, there are law dictionaries. There's law dictionaries in book form. There's law dictionaries online. There's dictionaries. Probably you can find terms in there, you know, regular dictionaries. And so, yeah, you want to learn a few things so you have power, because if you don't know these things, your power can be taken away from you. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.